In our previous class, we have discussed about implicit wait, right? How to, where to use, how to use implicitly wait. So today we'll talk about explicitly wait. Okay, let me create a new program. Explicitly wait. Main method. Let me copy. Okay. So let me open this. Okay. So this is the URL. So we have open driver dot get. Okay. Now how to write explicitly wait command. So syntax of the quickly wait. So suppose we are looking for any wave element on this particular web page, or just simply I'm writing wave element wait equal to new sorry, wave driver wait equal to new web driver. One second. Let me make simple so you guys can understand. Let's say any specific. So basically, we already explained explicitly wait is also pointed to specific element. So here, if I say web element, and I can just write any element. Okay, for example, so let me do one thing. So this, let me explain first. For example, in implicitly wait, what happened? So if I have written any implicitly wait, right? Wait. So suppose I have given 10 seconds. So if my element is visible within 2 seconds, right? Then it will move to next line of code and keep remaining 8 seconds, right? It will move to the next element. But in case of explicitly wait, what happened? Suppose I have given 10. So if again same, if 2 seconds, then again it will move to the next line of code and skip the remaining 8 seconds. But at the same time, what happened in explicitly wait, it will, if my element is not visible, right? If not, then what happened? Then after 10 seconds, this 10 seconds, throw an exception. Okay? So throw an exception. So this is the difference. And one more difference is there that we'll see once we are done with the explicitly wait. Okay. So so far, any question regarding the difference between implicitly wait and explicitly wait? So we'll write a program and show you how it works explicitly wait. No questions, right? So we can go for explicitly wait. Okay. So for example, for explicitly wait also, we have suppose this is the browser, the URL basically we have created. So at the same time, we have to create again object. Okay, for example, how to create here, what we have to do. For example, we have to first provide because this is specific to element, right? Specific to element. It is not a global, it is specific to element. So for example, we have given web driver. So web driver, okay. Now so here web driver wait one class is there. This is web driver wait. So here this web driver wait, and here I'm saying the object of web driver is driver, and I'm giving 20 seconds. Okay. So this is what. So this is basically web driver, and I'm just keeping it 20 seconds. Now how to write? Okay. So for example, if I want to write this program, right, then how to write it? Web driver wait. Now we have to create one object for web driver wait. So suppose I'm giving again wait. Okay, equal to new web driver wait. Okay. Now in this line, this is the web driver wait. This is a class. Okay, and this is our object equal to new web driver wait. Now here we have to pass the parameter. There will be two parameters. Okay, one is your object of the web driver, that is what driver. So you can pass here driver, comma, and the second parameter is the duration. It could be second, minute. So we'll write duration, okay, dot of seconds, and here we will pass suppose 10 seconds, for example. Now, this is the syntax how to write of explicitly wait. So you have to write web driver, wait is a class, then wait is the object we are creating equal to new web driver wait. Then there are two parameters. One is the driver, is basically web driver object, and the second one is duration of second, of minute, of hour, of day also there. So based on your requirement, you can put, and here you will pass the value. Okay. Now, how to do it? So here, suppose if I call this object wait dot. Okay. So here you can see one is there are a lot of methods. Okay. There are a lot of methods. So this we use until. Okay, until method is basically, so if you see 10 seconds, right here 10 seconds. So I'm saying please check my wave element till 10 second or else thrown exception. Okay, so that is the use of until method. So here we'll say dot wait dot until, and here we'll say expected expected condition conditions expected condition dot. There are a lot of methods. Okay, so visibility of element located. There are a lot of we are using visibility of element located. Okay, this is the method, and here we have to write our locator. You can see by locator. So we'll say suppose y dot xpath. Okay, anything like let me write y dot xpath, and here you will pass your xpath. That's it. Suppose you want to click on particular element. So let's see that. So for example, copy this text. I want to click on this element. So let me inspect. Okay. So this is okay. Copy text. So we can go with text also. So we can say button text. Take it and we can pass it. Okay. So obviously, if I run this program, it is going to click, right? And it is not going to wait for 10 seconds, right? Basically, because it's visible. Let's run it. So we have provided 10 seconds there, right? So it will wait for 10 seconds, then click on the copy text. So it's already done. Okay, it's simply just clicking. So that's why we're not getting it. Or we can do here also. That would be better. Click me, we'll get that pop-up. Let me replace with this one. So click me button. We just change the value here. Okay. Just click me. Just closing and relaunching. Now it's launching. It will wait for 10 seconds. So it is not failing. Let me put some weight first. So page load we can use driver dot get. After driver dot get, we'll use driver dot manage dot dot page load. So here also we are putting 10 seconds. Sorry, duration. Okay. So this is so page once this will launch and it will wait for 10 seconds. Then it will move to this. Okay, for example. So let me change this one. Okay. So we have changed our locator to this. Manually also let me check. Yeah, it is right. Now I'm closing. So now I'm done with it. So it's launching. That's amazing. Then it will wait for 10 seconds. It's strange. Not clicking on this. Okay, let me take another. For example, okay. So, for example, this is one side, and I have to click on find. For example, okay. Basically, we'll see explicitly with example with this. So type value, anything we are good. So it is input and us, and this is unique. Go to our program and by expert, just change this. So this is the URL. It will load page load. So page load is pointed to always URL. Okay, we cannot implement for any wave element. So it is for the URL. So we are giving 10 seconds to load the complete page. Then it will come to this explicitly line of code. And what exactly it is doing? It is waiting for 10 seconds element visibility of the element located, then it will hit on click. Okay. For example, Do you know why the element which we have written not clicked?
See, you not added variable under that send key. Click, you need to click, right?
So dot
Dot.
now
Hmm.
yeah. Now for example, I thought you guys will notice, but anyway. So basically now this line of code is a wait. Now here is the way will because if something is going to interact, so we have just written here as the X path, but not perform any action, whether type or click or whatever, right? So what we have to do, we have to call this object, right? And then basically we have to perform a click action on this. So whatever the variable we have created, right? For example, this is the variable ELE and dot click we have to perform. So now if I run this program, definitely it will work. The previous one also fine. You can go with that. But let's see this one. So we are giving total how many seconds of wait for this script? Can anyone tell?
10.
Total, I'm saying.
20.
So page loadout also we have to consider because we have to wait to load the page. Then once the visibility, like we'll wait for the visibility of the element, then it should click. So here it is clicking. You can see. So it's coming with 1 of 95. Okay. So now what is the difference? Okay. For example, if I do some typo error there, instead of button, I'm putting ABC. Okay. Now what happens? So if I run this program, basically it will not going to stop or fail immediately. It will wait for 10 seconds, then throw the exception. Let's try now. So it will not immediately going to give you the error. Okay, it will wait for first 10 second for load page load and another 10 second for the explicit wait. So internally, what is it is doing? Okay, basically it is checking ABC is present or not. So if not present, now you see the error. So you can see here timeout exception, expected condition fail, waiting for visibility of the element. Okay, by ABC, tried for 10 seconds. Can you see here? Tried for 10 seconds. Okay, with 500 millisecond interval. Okay, but not found. But so this is the explicitly wait. If element is not visible, for example, it will wait for 10 seconds. Till 10 seconds, whatever you have given here, it will wait, then it will throw exception. But in case of implicitly wait, okay, how it works? Let's see. For the implicitly wait, okay. So how to write implicitly wait? So driver dot niche dot timeout dot implicitly waits. Now here we have to pass duration, right? Duration, duration dot of seconds. Of course, here also I'm putting 10. So as I mentioned, this is
Then,
a
then why
global
you
wait.
adding page load here? When you are adding
Page
implicit, no, I think not required page load, right?
page load is only needed for the page to be loaded. Okay, there is no link with implicitly or explicitly. Okay, page
What is
load
implicit?
element.
Implicit is going to wait for all the web elements, right? Every web elements in
Right,
that
right,
particular
right.
package. Then why you want page load? My question.
No, page load is referred to the URL. Your URL should be loaded first, na? Then you will interact with any element, right? If suppose your URL is taking time to load completely, then
Correct.
this implicit or explicit is not going to work, first of all. Okay, because page layout, you see, page load timeout is on like basically pointed to the URL level. So URL to be launched. So in that case, you can use. So this is optional. Okay, now anyway, in one click it is launching. That's fine. But some cases your URL is taking time to load completely. That time you can use. Okay, optional. But just for your knowledge, this page load timeout can't be interact with web element. Okay, this is specific to the URL like loaded the
Okay.
page. Okay. So this is let me comment now. Okay, now coming to the implicitly wait. So basically, I have again putting here 10 seconds, right? So now if I say driver dot find element, right? By dot xpath XPath. And here I just pass this ABC. Anyway, this is incorrect, right? We are just putting incorrect one to see the comparison between both. And now I'm performing dot click action. Okay. Now let me comment this line of code. So in explicitly wait, what is happening if your element is not visible or incorrect or not present also, it will wait till 10 seconds, right? And then throw the exception. But now here, in case of implicitly wait, what happened? Let's see. Okay, let me run again. Let me close this. So I have commented the page layout anyway. So if I go here, right, let me anyway this will not work because our locator is failing. So now you see here, find element XPath. This is our okay. So here you can see this is directly it is failing. Okay, no such element unable to locate element. Okay, so only the difference between this and that is explicitly wait, it will wait for 10 seconds, then trying to interact within 10 seconds. If it's failing, then it will wait 10 seconds till 10 seconds. If element is not visible, then it will throw an exception. But in case of implicitly wait, if your element is not visible or not clickable or incorrect or whatever, right? In this case, it will not going to wait for 10 seconds. The moment your page is loaded, right? The page is loaded, it will check ABC is present or not. If not, immediately it will throw an error. Okay, the exception, no such element exception. It will not going to wait till this 10 seconds. So this is only the difference between implicitly wait and explicitly wait. Hope you are clear with the difference between implicitly and explicitly. If not, I can explain again. This is a very important thing. You should understand the difference between implicitly wait and explicitly wait. So in implicitly wait, if your it is not going to hold for the next 10 seconds to check whether you to get the exception and all. Both the case we are going to get the exception. That's fine. But in explicitly wait, it check till 100. If I'm putting here 100 seconds, it will wait for 100 seconds, then throw this exception, right? But in implicitly wait, it is not going to wait for 100 seconds if your element is not visible. It is basically, it is not trying. Okay, implicitly wait is very straightforward. Boss, this element is not there. I am not going to check, till 10 seconds. This is what I got it. No such element found. That's it. Straightforward job done by the implicit wait. Okay. But in case of the explicit wait, it will wait. It will try 10 seconds or 100 seconds, whatever second we put, it will try till end. If failure, then it will say, this is what I tried, but I am seeing no such element exception. So this is only, and message wise also little bit, you will get a difference. Okay. So here it will not tell till 10 seconds I tried and all. No, you will just say no such element found. That's it. Straightforward. It will just check. If present, then it's okay. If not, then it will throw an exception. Okay. So this is the difference between implicitly wait and explicitly wait. Now talk about another wait. So we have basically three waits in Selenium. One is implicitly wait, one is explicitly wait, and one is fluent wait. Okay, so one is fluent wait. So fluent wait basically it's also web element specific. Okay, and applied condition. We'll see now. So syntax wise, it is very simple. Wait, we'll put wait. Here, Angular bracket, you have to say webdriver. Okay. Now you will create any object. Suppose I'm saying fluent wait equal to new fluent wait. Fluent wait. And here we have to this wait we have to import it first. Okay. So wait, WebDriver, fluent wait. So here you have to pass again WebDriver. This is first, and here you have to say drive, the object of WebDriver, and statement close. So this is the syntax. So wait is the interface, and this WebDriver we have to pass, and you have to create object, anything, fluent wait I have created equal to new fluent wait. Okay. Now what is the difference? Why this one is needed? Okay, we have seen this implicitly, explicitly, both should be okay, right? Then why we need this? So this is all. The need for this is fluent wait is, so there is one thing called pooling every every method. Okay, so pooling every method is there. So what it is happening, suppose you have to write, for example, I am saying now. So this is what we have written, right? Wait, WebDriver, fluent wait equal to new fluent wait, WebDriver. Now, here this is syntax, but if you want to implement, right? So you have to remove the statement and you have to say dot Now you have to say with there these all methods. Okay, with timeout. With timeout. Here we have to pass duration. Duration. Okay, dot of seconds. Now suppose here also I am putting 10 seconds. Then let me move to next slide. Okay. Now again what I'm saying, I'm saying dot pooling every. So pooling every means this is only the method. So duration dot of seconds. Again here also I'm putting seconds. I'm putting 5. Okay. And the last one, ignore ignoring. There are three things. Okay, ignoring. So we are going to use ignoring no such element exception. And then close the statement. So this is the line of code. So basically what it is doing, the same element, right? Input ABC, the value. Here we have given 10 seconds. Till 10 seconds, we can't interrupt, right? So program will check for till 10 seconds to find out the locator or element, right? Same way, implicit also, if element is not visible on the DOM, then it will throw the exception immediately. But here, the fluent wait, job is different. So if I am telling 10 seconds is the deadline to check whether the element is present or not. Okay. So what is doing here, the with the timeout. So timeout is my total timeout. This is 10 seconds. Now pulling every means check after every 5 seconds. Okay. Check after every 5 seconds whether elements is there or not. So basically, how many times it is checking? Twice, right? Right? Are you guys getting or not? Please respond. If if you don't understand, I will try to explain you better way. But response, please.
Yeah,
So
but
basically,
in
pulling
example.
every means, yeah, pulling. Sorry, you said something.
Yeah, could you explain with some other example? Like I'm not
Yeah.
getting.
Okay. So basically, if some locator is present, right? So any locator. So in our previous examples, we saw for any locator, we are saying please check the element, right? Element within 10 seconds. This is what normal we did with the implicit and explicit. Okay. Now, what it is going for in case of the wait, the fluent wait, we are giving two subtasks. Okay, basically, we are saying don't take 10 minutes. Okay, because if element is not there, obviously it will throw an exception. But I am saying I have given you enough time. It's actually, I suppose within 5 seconds you can do it. I'm telling to the fluent wait, but I am giving you additional time. Okay, 10 seconds or 20 seconds, for example. So, and every 5 seconds, you again recheck. So basically, pulling every is a rechecking after every 5 seconds whether the element is present or not. It will check if 20 seconds. Suppose 5 seconds is enough to check whether elements is present or not. But we have given 20 seconds. So basically it what it does in every 5 seconds he put four tasks. Okay, first task, you know uh, 5 seconds, you will check. If not found, again, second task, it will check. So based on like we will create internally this pooling every method will create subtask of like 5 seconds. Okay. 4 times it will try to interact with the element. Okay.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay. So basically, whatever timing you are giving, right here, total number of times. So it will like it's urgent base, it will give priority. Okay. I don't want to, suppose this if simply with the 20 seconds, they can also do perform. Why we need to implement this fluent wait, right? In 20 seconds, if I pass here, it will also give me the same output. So only the difference between this two and this fluent wait is it if it is not taking 20 seconds to so it's we are misusing the weights, right? So what we are doing, okay, if you are able to get it, then 5 seconds would be enough. Okay, try with 5 seconds. If 5 not, then 10, put it 10 seconds. If you are getting it, then anyway we are going to move to the next line of code. If not getting, try once more. Okay, so here we are giving 2 times, times like, okay, try one more time. So here it's fixed. It will till, do one time with the 10 seconds, but here the 20 also putting some subtask and creating, okay, if 10 seconds we are good, then it's fine. We'll get it. Okay. So this is only the difference between, implicitly wait, explicitly wait, and fluent wait. So fluent wait, I like based on my experience, I have never used it. Okay, either uh, you can use implicitly or explicitly, but yeah, but as a programmer, you should know all the weights. Okay, so this is what the syntax. Okay, so basically here pooling every means this is only the method. Okay, this till this method is normal. Okay, timeout obviously we have also here, right, similar, but only this pooling every is a method where we have provided subtask of the complete like task whatever it's doing. Okay, this is only the difference. Okay, so now, okay, now we are done with the implicitly and explicitly wait and fluent wait. Okay, so you should know now where to use, when to use, right? Okay, now, so now we'll talk about JavaScript executor. Okay, talk about JavaScript executor. So what is Java? So basically, it is an interface first. Okay, JavaScript executor. It is an interface. Okay, so basically, it helps to execute us the JavaScript through Selenium. So any uh, anything. Suppose, for example, where do we use the JavaScript? Use of JavaScript executor in Selenium. First thing, if you want to click, right, perform click action. Okay, click action we can implement. So when we use that, we should know first. So normal, what happened when you create a XPath or locator, right? And try to build click, right? Click functions and all. What happens sometimes it's not clickable. You will see some error, element not clickable or no such element found. Okay, or not interactable. Some kind of element like a exception you might notice. In that case, maybe your element is correct. there is no issue with your locator and all. And everything is working fine. But for the DOM, maybe the page, the website, its structure is is having shadow DOMs and all. Okay, means basically hidden. When you click on button, then only it enable, or otherwise it is visible. Okay, sometimes it happens with the real-time application. So in that case, JavaScript executor is helpful to implement its own methods. Okay. So basically, any click perform, if normal approach is not working, for example, normal Selenium inbuilt click is not functioning, your element is still okay, then you can proceed with JavaScript executor. Okay. So it will help you, to perform all your Selenium action. So the methods or the uses of JavaScript executor in Selenium, one is perform click. So you can click, mostly we click on the element, right? So the first one is perform click action that we can do. Then we can do any typing, okay, text, any text field you want to type, right? That also we can perform. Then if you want to refresh, so refresh thing anyway it will work, but yeah, to refresh purpose also you can do page refresh. Page refresh. So mainly this two is very important, and I will come a few more are there which you real time we use. So perform click action, typing any field. This is one. The fourth one is, for example, get domain name. That also we can do it. Okay, but this is we can do with the Selenium also. That's that's not a big deal, but yeah, we have this approach also. Also get title, then six, get URL. Okay, these are common, and few are there. For example, to navigate to different URL. Okay, basically switching from one to another URL. That also you can do it. Then this is one important. Perform scroll on application. Basically scrolling, right? Scroll the page and all that we can do it. Then one is zoom. Okay, zooming. Basically zoom perform, right? If your page you want to zoom minimum or maximum, that also we can do. Okay, basically these are the things we perform. Okay, so let's check one by one. So I have, so these, let's say JavaScript executor, uh, the syntax I will write. Let me create one class first. When we use JavaScript executor, right? When your normal Selenium methods are not functioning, okay, with the web page locator and all, then we should go with JavaScript executor. So let me take this thing first. Okay, now this set property element. Now let me take maximize also. Okay, here we have to launch driver dot get, and here we have to pass the locator URL, and this is the maximize. Yeah, this should be fine. So I'm taking this URL for example, and I'm just passing. Okay, now this is still here. This is our launching the URL. Okay, now how to create the syntax, right? The script executed, the syntax. Okay. So here we will say JavaScript executor, the very first one, default package. You can see JavaScript executor. Then we will create object. I'm saying JS. You can put any name equal to JavaScript executor. Okay, and driver. Okay. Now this JavaScript executor, JS JavaScript executor driver. Now you have to do typecasting. Okay, here typecasting is required. If we are not, if we are creating object, Chrome driver object, like suppose for example, Chrome driver equal to new Chrome driver, for example. Okay, let me come in. This time you don't need to typecast. Okay, basically we don't typecast. But in case of when you create webdriver equal to new Chrome driver, that time we have to typecast. As simple as that. Because we in our real-time automation also we don't write Chrome driver equal to new Chrome driver, because we don't know, right, which browser we can use, any browser. So there is no use of using Chrome driver equal to new Chrome driver. So better use this. Okay, so remember you have to write JavaScript executor. You will create object JS equal to JavaScript executor. Then you just typecast is bracket start bracket close, and you just pass the web element driver. That's it. So this is the syntax how to create JavaScript executor object. Now this is our object JS. Now suppose I want to click, right? Click on any button. So click on button, for example. So for JavaScript executor, how you will write? Okay. So let me go here. Okay. So suppose this is my click button, right? Find is my click button. So let me inspect. For example, this is my find button. So one second. This is my find. So I can go with any of this attribute, type, find, or button, right? So we can use any of this. Let's go with find input my locator. Now I'm minimizing this. Okay. Now how to perform this? So in JavaScript executor for click, we have a statement like this. JS, it's our object. Now JS dot. Okay. Prior to that, we have to store our element, right? Web, for example. How to store element? Can anyone tell?
Right, web element
Web element
is variable and
equal to
equal driver dot find element.
my dot suppose xpath. I am putting this.
Matkan, see this JavaScript why you are writing means sometime you are unable to click OK. So that time you are writing this in one folder, okay, keeping in one folder, one package, and wherever you are unable to click, no, that time you are going to call this method, right?
Yes.
Hmm? Then why you are writing
Yeah.
same as everything?
Sorry, I didn't get you. So yeah,
What
that
I'm
is true.
saying, see,
Yeah.
you are
Hmm.
unable to click some parts, okay? So
Right.
time you are going to use this JavaScript, correct?
Right.
So we are keeping all the scripts in one package, and you are working in another package. So there is unable to click that element, or you want to highlight some names or highlight the border. So that time whatever JavaScript you wrote in the first package, we are calling through method, correct?
Right.
So why you are writing here only everything? So you are writing top in Java and below you are clicking. My question.
Top in Java means this is the
You are writing
syntax, right?
same place JavaScript as well as web element, right?
Where do you see JavaScript?
You only writing, right? JavaScript row number 18.
Ah,
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ समझ रहा क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ जावास्क्रिप्ट लिखता है कि कहाँ वेब एलिमेंट क्लिक नहीं होता है ना जब उसको
hmm,
इस मेथड को कॉल करता है सही है ना
right. Right.
so when you are so you have to keep in one place all the javascripts and wherever necessity you are going to
Ah,
call that
right.
script. Hmm?
So JavaScript executor is not we are writing code in JavaScript. Okay, it would be in just we use some command. So it is and now we are for the demo purpose we are program creating one class called JavaScript executor we are showing here. But real time obviously there will be one file called JavaScript executor method or some name you can put it. So
Okay.
JavaScript executor, we are not going to implement JavaScript, any programming thing. Only the syntax we will use. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now for clicking, okay, clicking and so anything we are writing here, it's till now it's for Selenium point of view or Java point of view, right? This basically okay. Now just we have to write few things. Okay. So JS is also our object, right? The creating. So we have to say, I have, okay, let me open my notepad. Notepad. I have already kept. I will show you. Okay. So for clicking, okay. So basically, you have to do. So this is, for example, wave element, right? Element equal to whatever you have passing here. So this line of code is the use for click function. Okay. Now, why this is not happening? Let me check. Okay. So the moment we have created JavaScript executor JS, right? So here we have to say JS dot. Let me just write execute it document dot get element example. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. JavaScript executor JS driver JS dot package is not important. Just 1 second. Let me check here. Give me 1 minute first. JavaScript executor. Okay, so we have not imported the package. That's a problem. Okay, let me import manually. Import org dot way dot selenium, then dot is not coming. Guys, js dot JavaScript executor j is equal to JavaScript. This line is okay. Then you should have js dot range. 1 minute. Let me remove all this first.
Makan, I sent, check that chat.
1 minute. That only no, it's I am trying to import it, the same one. Let me, but I should get an option that I'm not getting here. 1 minute. Basically, it should be like js dot this one only not coming. Execute js dot execute script. And in here it should have document. Okay, script anything document. Suppose dot get element 5. For example, I'm going with the ID. ID dot value JavaScript and execute. JS dot location dot problem is package is not only importing. That's the problem. Second, import Selenium dot Java. Yeah, this time it should work. Execute it. Okay, now I'm saying js dot. Why it is not let me create another fresh class. Okay. Let me just Java script executor demo. First, we should have a main method. Now, just copying this line of code till this. Okay. Now, this is normal. Now, to write JavaScript executor, we have to init create object. So JavaScript executor shows the executor JavaScript script executor default package executor JS equal to new. Okay, sorry, J is equal to JavaScript executor. Then we have to driver object of webdriver. Now JS dot PSP post script issues. Just let me check one thing. Hmm, Let me check my repository. Let's see. Just 1 minute. I'm checking my repository. JavaScript executor. Create method. Okay. So let me check with this one. Okay. So for example, if I want to click on this method, right? Basically click on find. So for clicking, what I have to do, let me create first wave element. Wave element. Suppose this is my element equal to driver dot find element py dot xpath. Here I am just passing the locator. Okay. So this is done. Now I have to perform action element dot click, right? This is the normal approach we do, right? But in case of JavaScript executor, what we have to do, for example, I'm saying s dot execute script. This one only I was trying to check. Okay, js dot execute script, and here we have to pass all the actions. So this is case sensitive, guys. If you do any mistake on this, then it will not work. So you have to just copy this line of code. js dot, let me just take it. Okay, so js dot execute script. 1 minute. I might do complete line. Let me check. Yeah, let's copy from here. So this is the line of code for clicking action. Okay, so here argument 0 dot click. Okay, then dot click after that. This is only the yeah. So argument 0 click, and this is the syntax. So we are calling this object here. Okay, now it should launch and click on our this one. Let me run it. So always, like, because of some package issue, you may not see this option and all. So that may be a possibility sometimes. So it is launching the page. I should put maximum command. Okay, maximum is also there. Let's see what is happening. Okay, class exception. Okay, this is one kind of exception we get in JavaScript executor. So this exception is for this typecasting. Okay, class cast exception. This cannot be class. See, Chrome driver cannot be cast to class JavaScript executor. So this is okay only. What is the issue? Let me see.
Makhan bhai, remaining
Yes.
part can we cover in the next class?
Yeah, we will
कुछ
do
भी
it.
drop करना है थोड़ा.
Okay.
Okay.
I will just complete the click one today.
Yeah.
JavaScript execute.
Um. Yeah, I'll see the video later. Okay. Chalo.
Yes.
Bye.
Sure. JavaScript executor. JavaScript executor, because this one, and here I am saying driver. Let's see now the JavaScript executor. Let me run this program. Oh, see, replace JavaScript executor with Chrome driver in class. No, on it. Let's see this time. The package is only not important. 1 minute plus one exception. If I change to Chrome, no use of this. Let me ping something. Let's try that one. JavaScript is this is no only the problem. This is same one only, but only the problem is with the package in my system. Let me import class. This is my pass element. Let's put after that I will do. Let's see. This time it is there. Thanks. Same thing only I tried it, but it didn't work. Okay, now basically what we have to do, this is would be your element. So for example, we have created this line of code. Let's just comment this import wave element and just hit somewhere, like for example, we can put here also, no issue. Need to just import it. Okay, so here JavaScript executor, here will just simply pass the element of this particular. So basically it will just go and click on this locator. So hope this time it should work. Let me close all the Chromes. Okay, now I'm just running again. So it will first load the page, then maximize. Not clicking. Selenium, find here, just match. Okay, this I'm checking. The JavaScript executor, this is okay. Now this executor, let me copy from here. This I'm putting. Okay, so wave element, this is the same one. Let me just close this and try. What is the issue with our element? Let's check. Okay, it's coming anyway. Okay. Okay, so basically it is coming. Why I'm saying. So if I just simply open this URL, I simply open this URL first time. Let's click on this, create on this, create new. So let me do this. Okay, create new. Use like this button A and text will do this one. Okay, let's create like this. So we just need to change our XPath. This time create new. Now let's run it. So it is maximizing. Basically it is clicking. Okay, so click on new and it's coming this pop-up. Okay, so anyway, today we just see. I close the pop-up and you can see this create is there. So basically it is working. Okay, so for today we are done with only this because we spend a lot of time to debug the package and all. So I'm sorry about that. But we'll see in our next class all the methods, okay, for the JavaScript. Now we are good with the package. You see, now it's enabled. Last time it was disable, right? It's like grayed out kind of because of the package, it was not working. So
Oh,
package you should also remember. It's a good practice to remember the package how it should be. Otherwise, it's very tricky to handle.
bro,